Well, hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, today we're going to be making a very soft and fluffy chocolate cake. Guys, sometimes all you want is a good chocolate cake, whether it's holiday time or not, especially if you got kids. So without wasting much of your time, let's get right into the video, and we're also going to be making our own homemade frosting. So I've been getting a lot of requests to do a box cake hack on this, so I am going to be using a Duncan Hines dark chocolate fudge box mix today. You can use the German chocolate box mix or any box chocolate mix of your choice. So here we go. Now, since I'm trying to build layers of chocolate, I will be adding a pack of chocolate fudge instant pudding. This is the 3.4 ounce pack, and it would add a lot of richness to this cake. Now, also building up on that chocolate flavor, I will be adding 1 tablespoon of 100% cocoa powder. Now, I am using the Dutch process because it's really rich and it's dark, so just 1 tablespoon of that. It would elevate a lot of those flavors. So those are dry ingredients. Just stir them together, make sure they're well incorporated, and now in a smaller bowl we're going to mix our wet ingredients. Here I have 4 eggs at room temperature. Now the box does request for 3, but I'm adding an extra 1 for that extra fluffiness that I'm looking for. So that, just stir that a little bit, whisk it up, and now I am adding 1 cup of whole milk. Yes, so I'm just replacing this with the water on the box, and of course I'm going to be adding 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I will also add 1 tablespoon of instant coffee. Now I get a lot of questions why I add coffee, but believe me, coffee elevates the taste of chocolate. It is usually part of really nice bakery style chocolate cake, so just try that. If you have never tried it, it's not going to be overpowering or taste like coffee. And for our fat, I will be using some vegetable oil today. Oil is perfect for chocolate cakes. Trust me, if you want that moist, really nice, soft and fluffy chocolate cake, opt for vegetable oil or any type of light oil instead of butter, and you will love it. Now it's time to mix our dry and wet ingredients together. Now also preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit because this recipe is so quick to make. So just preheat your oven while you're mixing so that when you're done, you'll just be ready to put it in the oven. Now I just go in with my whisk and just combine them for about 30 seconds or so, and then I would go in with my hand mixer and just beat this for 2 minutes. So this is basically just following the box instructions at this point. Okay, so I think I beat it probably for about a little bit of 2.5 minutes, no more than that. Okay, and then once that is done, this is what our batter is going to look like. As you can see, it is nice. It is not too thick. It is not thick at all. As you can see, it is still a little runny. Now since we're going to be layering this cake, I am using 2 9-inch pans. Now going with a non-stick cooking spray. This one contains flour, so it would ensure that my cakes don't stick. You can also use a parchment paper if you don't have cooking spray, all right, or both. Now, isn't that satisfying to watch? I always like it when it folds like that. All right, so now you just want to divide the batter into 2. Try to be as equal as possible. Okay, and then I'm just going to shake it, pop it, drop it to release extra air bubbles, and into our oven it goes, 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 25 to 30 minutes. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead and make a chocolate frosting. Here I have 2 cups of whole milk. Yes guys, this is something that we're going to put on the fire for a little bit, so stay with me. I am adding 1 cup of sugar to that, and also half a cup of that Dutch processed cocoa powder, really nice and rich. And to thicken our frosting, I am going to be using about 4 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. You can also use cornstarch if you do not have all-purpose flour at home. Now, all the ingredients that I'm using are going to be listed in the description box below. A lot of people ask me, just simply click on the title of the video. a text box will collapse, and that is the description box. Okay, click anywhere on the title of that video. Now I have added some butter to this, and now I am putting it on the fire, and you want to keep stirring constantly. I am using my Kerrygold salted butter, and I ended up using 6 tablespoons of butter. Just keep stirring it, and you would notice that it will thicken up. The reason why you want to keep stirring is you not want the flour to lump up, even though we have already mixed it. Now this is the finished product. I've cooked it for about 5 to 6 minutes, and once it thickens, let it sit down and cool completely. But in the meantime, I am going to be adding some vanilla extract, and this is just about 1 teaspoon of that. Just stir that, and now let it cool down all the way to room temperature, and then put it in the refrigerator for at least an hour. You want this to thicken up on its own, okay? This frosting is so nice and easy. So now you want to put it in the refrigerator to cool down completely. And in the meantime, our cakes are out of the oven. Look at that beauty. Let me tell you, this cake is so bouncy, so soft, so moist. So you want to insert a toothpick in the middle, and when it comes out dry, then your cake is definitely done. So you just want to let it cool down all the way to room temperature. Now you can see that mine kind of rose a little bit over the top, so I have to make sure that I cut off that part just to make it more seamless when I'm layering the cake. So that's all I'm doing, and I will go off camera and do most of it because I don't want this video to be too long. If you were enjoying this video, please go ahead and support your girl by clicking on the like button. Give it a thumbs up because it really helps me. It encourages me to do more for you guys. Thank you so much. And if you're a first timer here, you are absolutely welcome. My name is Mansa Queen, and the purpose of this channel is to make cooking more enjoyable and less of a chore. Here I am giving you back-to-back content every Monday and Friday throughout the month of November. So if you're just joining, you can go ahead and catch up on recipes. I have a lot of videos, and I promise you, you are not going to be disappointed, girl. Okay? Thank you so much. So now, as you can see, I'm just going to go ahead and frost my cake. I put the bottom layer, then I'm frosting as much as possible. This frosting is just enough for this amount of cake. So just follow the recipe. Again, all the ingredients that I use as well as written instructions will be in the description box below. And you guys, this is a final result. Remember the pieces of cake that I cut off? The top, I used that and just crumb it up, and that's what I used on the sides of this cake. That's why it looks a little rough, like a little rugged edge to it. Okay, now we're gonna cut it. You can see the bounce in here. Can you see that bounce while I'm cutting it? There you go. You can tell that this cake is really soft. It is so fluffy, and take a look at what it looks like on the inside. This is so nice, so moist, so delicious, and it tastes so gorgeous. It is even better when you share it with a loved one. I am so thankful for you. I am thankful for my family here on YouTube. I do not take you guys for granted. It is so many channels out here, so many videos, and you guys choose to click on Mansa Queen and support this girl. I am so thankful for all of you, and I just wanted you to know that. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching, and until I catch you in my next one, y'all stay safe. Feel free to share my videos with your friends and family, and I will catch you on the next one.